On July 19, 2019, a glorious chapter in cricket was halted when ICC suspended Zimbabwe cricket because of government interference in their cricketing affairs. Funding to Zimbabwe cricket was frozen and they were barred from taking any part in any upcoming ICC events. Zimbabwe rose through the ranks to emerge as a force to reckon with and made their mark in the map of world cricket in a span of 3 decades. Earlier known as Rhodesia, the country used to play cricket in the South African domestic tournament, the Currie Cup, till they gained independence on April 18, 1980, and a year later they became an associate member of the International Cricket Council. It was in the 1983 World Cup when Zimbabwe first participated in a grand ICC tournament. They lost 5 out of the 6 matches in that campaign, but managed to defeat Australia by 13 runs to announce their arrival. They lost all their 6 matches in the 1987 World Cup, but they did manage to beat England in the 1992 World Cup, which is still considered as one of the greatest upsets in the history of the game. Batting first, Zimbabwe scampered to 134, and then Ido Brand's spell of 4 for 21 helped them to bundle out England for 125. The same year, Zimbabwe cricket was elevated to new heights as ICC granted them Test status, thus becoming the 9th Test playing nation. The 5 years from 1997 to 2002 is widely described as the golden period of Zimbabwe cricket, a phase where they finally emerged as a team which challenged the big boys. The team was blessed with some of the most talented cricketers of that time, with wicketkeeper batsman Andy Flower and his brother Grant Flower, explosive all-rounders like Heath Strick and Andy Blignott, talented batters like Murray Goodwin and David Houghton, spinners Paul Strang and Ido Brands, pacers Neil Johnson and Henry Olongo. Zimbabwe cricket began to conquer new frontiers, winning an away test series against Pakistan in 1998. In the same year, they also defeated India in a one-off test in Harare by 61 runs. During this golden period, Zimbabwe defeated all test-playing nations except Australia and also reached the finals of many multinational one-day tournaments. Their best performance in a World Cup also came in this period as they finished at 5th position in the Super Sixes of the 1999 tournament. They defeated India by 3 runs in the group stage, and in the next match, they defeated eventual runners-up South Africa by 48 runs. From 2003 onwards, Zimbabwe cricket went downhill. The administration of cricket in the country was corrupted by the growing influence of Robert Mugabe's government, who were widely accused of following racist, in particular anti-white policies. In the 2003 World Cup, Andy Flower and Henry Olongo wore black armbands to mourn the death of democracy in the country and were immediately expelled from the team. In 2004, the Zimbabwe Cricket Union sacked their white captain Heath Strick after he had confronted them with the team's grievances. 15 senior players were involved in a standoff over this and other selection issues as the slump continued. In 2006, the Logan Cup, Zimbabwe's first-class competition, was also suspended after Zimbabwe's economic collapse. In 2011, it was announced that Zimbabwe cricket had signed a 3-year $1 million sponsorship deal with Reebok. Things went fine till 2014 when the slump began again. It started with the first round exit in the 2014 World T20. Cricket infrastructure of the country continued to be in a disarray, and the miserable run culminated with their failure to qualify for the 2019 World Cup. In the meantime, the intervention of the government grew, which forced the ICC to suspend Zimbabwe from international cricket. Despite the suspension by the ICC, Zimbabwe still participated in the 2019-20 Bangladesh Tri-Nation Series, as they could still play against other ICC members. They continued to play against other associate nations, and in October 2019, the ICC lifted its suspension on Zimbabwe cricket, allowing them to take part in future ICC events. Now, as Zimbabwe begins their rebuild under the veteran leader Hamilton Masakadza, we hope to see the troubled African nation recapture the imagination of the cricketing world. Check our other whiteboard style cricket videos backed by deep research. Kindly subscribe to our channel and help us grow. Thank you.